You liking that pumpkin there, Mims? Well, like mother, like granddaughter, Mimsy's off eating a pumpkin right out of the center like it's a bowl of soup or something. She's crazy for them, which is good. I'm just out here feeding them a bale of this hay. And I'll be unrolling it out as best I can. This field's hard to get in and out of without accidentally letting the calves out, so I just set the bale over the fence and try and knock it out with a tractor. I'm a little disappointed in that bale. It's not as disappointed in that bale. It's not as well preserved as I would have imagined. Quite a bit of mold in it. Smelled and silage, smelled like good quality silage, but certainly to look inside it, there was quite a bit of white mold. At least on the surface. I think if they roll it out, they'll get past the moldy stuff, be able to eat something good. Yeah, I don't know why. That was mostly hay when I baled it, so it should have been fine. I hope that stuff I sold my neighbor isn't bad. I'm not the sort of guy who just sells stuff and then, you know, doesn't feel bad if it's bad quality, unlike this pile of crap that I bought. Anyway, we'll see what happens with the calves eating it. Kind of relying on the stuff being good quality and well ensiled. All right, let's get this tractor parked and go on to the next thing. And why are you so excited?
Because Opus 42 Executive Cheeses won a silver medal at the World Cheese Awards. It's the biggest one they've ever had. Opus 42 silver!
You also got a silver at Big E.
That's true. It's the second award this year. It won a silver at the Big E, and the Prix de Diane there had won a bronze. So this has been a good year for entering cheese.
One thing our soils and therefore our fodder lack in Maine is selenium. So I make sure everybody has access to selenium blocks. The thing is, I don't have a hanger for one. I'm trying to decide where to put it for these kids. Maybe I'll just set it in the corner there and they can lick it. Keep it away from the water, because if I put it near the water, they'll sure as enough drop it in the water and then it'll be wasted. It's just the calves and the dairy cows that need it. The pigs have a balanced mineral, and actually the cows have it in their salt box. So I'm gonna go move their salt box right now because it's still out in the field. I think I can fit it so they'll have access to it. Two stanchions at the feed rail at the barn. All right, the mineral box is in place, but I'm not sure the cows can get to it. So I'm gonna chain back the lid so it's open so they know what's there. Unfortunately, the salt is at this end. It does eat up one of the spaces that the cows regularly use. Lana likes that space there. These two don't get used that often. It's a little bit of a pinch point. So I'm not sure they're going to use this here. Or if I'd be better just putting a trough, an open trough, but that's going to be to the weather. So yeah, I don't quite know, but hopefully I'm going to chain this back and we'll see if they use it. At least I got to try, because they need minerals. They also need bicarbonate because the silage is running a little acidic. And with that whole mineral imbalance thing going on, I'm not exactly liking them not having anything. I do have to put up these fences too. we're gonna put you. I gotta figure this out. How am I gonna clip that? I need another clip. We'll go find another. I gotta find another clip. Found a broken clip, which will be fine for this use. Just have to figure out how to hook it. I did get that clip back with that broken clip. Looks like Lottie's our first customer. I've also moved it a little closer to the rail. Excellent. Lottie's into the Redmond salt. Good. I'm going to go put some sodium bicarb in there as well. And move on to the next thing. Dusk. Nice sunset. I'm out here behind the barn. I've bedded the cows with some extra shavings. Just working on trying to loosen the shed that we put over the heating unit last winter. On one windy day, I don't know if you recall, it blew away. So I bolted the heck of it down right to some big 2x12s and then backfilled everything with dirt. So I got that all cleared away. I've got the bolts loosened. It's loose. Hopefully it doesn't blow away tonight. The wind's coming out of the north, so I think we'll be okay. I need to move it. I need to move the heating unit. I need to get this pad scratched out right there so that we can get the gravel put down and get the shipping container placed next week. That's the plan anyway. It's Friday tonight, almost dark, and I'll work on it tomorrow, move the heating unit. I've been running the pumps to circulate the water so that nothing freezes. I'm actually gonna have to drain the system, blow the hose pipes out, because I gotta rejig everything. So where the pipes come in now won't be where they go in the future, and I might have to redo that whole interface because of pipe size. So I'm not exactly sure. I got to talk to an expert about that. Anyway, here's what we got. Those two fence posts mark the rough width and length from the head of the building where the trailer comes out to. And there's the heating plant and the wood boiler inside. Eventually, where the excavator's sitting is going to be where the milking parlor is. Io and Demeter are now in with Cassie, Mimsy, and Aurora. Right there in the field. Seems to be going well. They've been there all day. Io is such an affable young calf. She's really lovely. It's really hard to fault your choice of being a farmer on a morning like this, when it is gorgeous, mild temps in the 30s, cows enjoying their fodder, everything ticking along nicely. It's just nice. It's just so pleasant. It's just so normal. Love it. We also seem to be getting into better circumstance with the bales. This one has almost no mold in it, and the last few have had very little mold. The only flaw, put my knife away, the only flaw we really have is a little bit of butyric acid, which isn't good, but it's manageable. I'm not feeding like this bale here that I rejected the other day was almost pure butyric acid, which is easy to tell because it smells like vomit. Okay, so between the excavator and the skid steer, I've been mucking around back here where the heating unit's gonna go. I've got the shed off of the boiler, and I'm about to move the boiler I moved some soil around. For now, I'm just gonna kick the boiler aside. I do need to remember to cover it because I don't want the electronics to fry, because this boiler may have to be the boiler again for this year, because I'm not sure we can swing buying even a used boiler. I don't want to use this boiler again because it's A, too small, and B, was abused even before I bought it and abused it last 3 years. 4 years, I think I've had it. Anyway, I think last year was my 3rd year. So I'm just gonna set it aside for now. Was gonna strip it down further than I am, but if I have to use it, I don't want to take too much off of it. I'm hoping, I've drained all the water out of it. I'm hoping that it won't freeze or anything will be damaged by it freezing. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way, and then I can move the piping out of the way, and then set in with the excavator to level off the gravel pad. I got a cow that needs to be bred soon, so that's going to be a limiting factor in my time today, and it's also getting quite late. Afternoon sun's going to start going down here, and we're going to lose the light pretty quick, and I haven't had lunch yet, so time is fading. Anyway, let's get this thing moved out of the way, and I hope I can do it. Slow and steady wins the race, eh? Let's just... I made a little spot for it off here to my left, where it's hopefully going to be out of the way for when we get the shipping container placed. And it'll also be about where I can load it into the shipping container if I need to. All right, there we are. All right, well that went well, so I'm gonna get the skid steer parked out of the way. And I'm gonna move the excavator out of the way and then move those pipes. Just park the skid steer down here. I think this will be out of the way enough. And let's get those. I gotta get the excavator moved out of the way because the pipes have to go somewhere. I still need the 1/2-inch water line that's coiled up there, feeds the cow trough. That's all gonna get changed. Right now the pipes come in through that white square hole there in the foundation in the barn side, and really they need to come up along the creamery wall there. So, because the top of the container, not ideal. Top of the container is going to be right in here somewhere. I don't want to go beyond where the whey comes out. I can't actually, because there's a buried pipe in here. And so all this has got to be leveled out and changed. So the container can go like right here. And then this area between the stone wall and the container is going to be the 12-foot width of the roadway that'll allow me to bring slabs up, firewood and stuff up here and get to beyond and get up to beyond back of the house if I have to. So yeah, this is all got to be excavated out and leveled. But right now I'm going to get the excavator out and pull this pipe up out of the way. If the container's going here and the new system is going here, then this pipe is redundant. I'm gonna have to redo it anyway because I think this is all 1-inch PEX. I think I need 1 1/4 to handle the heat load of the new boiler, perhaps. I still am unsure about how that system works. But also if I move the pipe up from that white hole there to that white hole there, that will also give me some more length to be able to come out to the container. I've already had to chop this. We already lost that's about 20 feet, no, 18 feet, 16 feet, when the pipe blew. Watch the video from last spring. The pipe blew and I had to just reroute it over the surface to finish out the heating year. Somewhere in there I got to get that excavated out because there's some good pipe and insulation and stuff in there, but somewhere we blew that 1-inch PEX line. That was a heart-rending, scary moment. Anyway, so let's get this done. Well, it's Monday, 17th of November, something like that. Can't believe 17 days of November are already gone by. I'm distributing bales right now. I just brought one to the cows. It looks okay. I don't think there's too much mold in that. I'm bringing one of our own bales down to the heifers. It's haylage, not silage. It's more dry matter than not. I was hoping that this would be one of the last bales I bring down to the heifers, but they're still down here in the woods destroying that little pasture. But I think we're moving one along tomorrow, loading her, and she'll go on Wednesday. And that leaves 2 more to go a week later. And then once those 2 heifers are gone and we get rid of the 3, we'll bring Joy and Astrid, the replacements, up and put them in a barn. I don't think this bale will last quite that long. I'm probably bring them a core later this week. But yeah, I better get going because they're all occupied. They don't know I'm bringing them a bale, and that's great. In fact, they're so far away. My problem is I'm by myself and I gotta jostle gates, so I don't really want anybody escaping or charging the fence or anything. So I'm going to close this line here and open up that other one. I think I can get away with that other one staying open, because worst they can do is just get up in here and be a nuisance. That is the drawback to this setup. They're all well out there in the forest, so it'll give me a minute or 2 to get to them. Take this line down. Don't want that to go too far. I'll leave it there. Hopefully they seem to do pretty good on that bale I left them last week. I'm bringing this down. I'm gonna have to cut the strings once it's in the bale feeder. These bales, when it's chopped, tend to fall apart pretty quickly. Yeah, here they come. Oh, let's see if I can do this. feed trough is right there. Crush the damn feed trough. Well, whoa! Alright, there. Gonna park the tractor here to block them from getting past, and then we'll go cut those strings. Hello, darlings. How are you doing there, loves? Hi, Joy. Hi, Astrid. You're so pretty. All right, I gotta cut the strings there, sweeties. Actually, I'm gonna put you over here on the tractor. That absolutely could have gone better. I don't like doing it that way. I gotta back up the hill. Oh, I wish I could find a hat that would stay on my head without falling down over my eyes. All right, get them out of the way. Yeah, these damn hats. They get a little stretched and they're worthless. They fall down over my eyes. All right, that's got the heifers taken care of. I bring them grain twice a day, check their water. But they got a full bale, that'll last them a week. Where they're eating it. I just gotta get a bale down to 9. We need some hay to ship. We ship some of the cheeses to some of the customers packed in hay. And so I gotta get a bale of that down and open it up. I'm not necessarily gonna feed it out, but that'll take care of that and the tractor work I had to do today. And then I still gotta feed the front calves. The weather has changed faster than I really wanted it to, but I guess I should count my luck that it's not like last year. A year ago we were in the teens, and right now we're hovering at freezing 30. I think it's 36, but with a wind chill just below freezing. So it's really warm. heat on in the cab of the tractor. Whoa, that's shaking a lot. Yeah, that's way jittery. Huh. Well, we'll see what this looks like. I'm not that jiggly. Anyway, I gotta get this bale down and cut open into it and see if I got something hay-like to pack cheese in for shipment. And I come up here and take care of the front calves. Question is, what bale do I cut open? I think we'll go for this second. Whoops, no. Ah, come on. So I should lower it a gear. Alright, wait a minute. I think this bale is probably the next one that needs to be open. The calves still have a bale out already. It being below freezing at this time of year in the temperature we're at is unseasonably cold. And without the heating, I got the whole heating system tore down. And I'm not sure, I could be while I'm waiting for the new boiler and the parts, I could be building back the new system, but I don't have the manual for the new boiler, so I don't know the piping size or any of the constituent parts that I need to put together the new system. So I've got the old one torn down, so there's just we have a mini split that keeps the creamery warm, but not the milk room or the where the cheese is made. That has a radiant floor that's driven off the wood boiler system. So yeah, it couldn't be worse timing, temperature-wise, this late. And I don't know why. Throughout my whole adult life, November's been the time when I work on heating systems. It just always is the way. It's like, why couldn't I have done this in September or even October? But no, here we are, freezing cold weather, and I've got a heating system torn apart, and it's going to take me weeks to get it put back together again, I fear. So yeah, that's I still have a lot of details and parts to try and obtain for it. So, but anyway, that's what I'm doing today. It's windy as hell today, which is just driving the temperature even lower. So we'll see what I can get done.